Shalom. Brothers from Great Millstone from the church here in Birmingham, Alabama, coming to give warning to you so-called blacks, Latino, Native American Indians of the independent dangers that the Lord is for the center of the earth. Before we begin, I'd like to give all honor, glory, and praise
to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Kamadash.
Double honor side teachers, the apostles, and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutations to the Lord's elect. You know, and we back out here again another week to ultimately talk about the end of the world, man, because this is what's before us. You know, these events that taking place in the earth is all leading up to one thing: the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai and the deliverance of the elect, man. See, give me that.
Yep, it's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, verse 7 in the NLT, and it says, "The end of the world is coming soon. Therefore, be earnest and disciplined in your prayers."
See, yeah, the end of the world is coming soon, man. In which the end of the world, you know, the so-called white man, he'll paint the picture as in the whole planet Earth in its entirety pretty much blowing up. You know, he got this perspective as, you know, if he's not ruling, nobody's ruling. But really, the end of the world is really just the end of a day and age, man. You know, you go into Matthew, the 24th chapter, the 3rd verse, where the disciples, they came unto Yahweh Shai concerning the signs that was going to pretty much show concerning the end of the time, man. And it was pretty much the end of a day and age, the end of the rulership of the so-called white man Esau Edom. You know, and in this end, you're going to see a plethora of events taking place. You know, earthquakes in diverse places, and even evil is growing in the earth. You know, but yet these are the things that the Lord warned of, and he sent his men out to warn you of them as well. So you can give me that.
All right, this is Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 3. It says, "Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee."
Now, ultimately, that was meant to Israel, but you can equate America with that, man. You see, the Lord, he's pretty much showing his anger towards this place when you consider the wildfires, different earthquakes in diverse places, and even seeing this place decline more and more. This is pretty much be the anger of the Lord on this place. But yet that anger is going to intensify, man. You know, you got it.
Continuing, it says, "I will send my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways."
Yeah. See, in America, you know, they pretty much hold up these wicked traditions of these ancient kingdoms. You know, Sodom and Gomorrah being one. You know, and we all knew the fate of Sodom and Gomorrah being burned by brimstone, man. Fire and brimstone. But America's going to get that same judgment, but the fire and brimstone really is going to come in the form of ICBM missiles. You know, this is how the Lord is going to perform his works here in this society, man, by destroying this place. You know, what you got, dog?
All right, continue. It says, "And will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thy abominations. And my eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity."
See, because yeah, those missiles not going to have feelings, man. When Yahweh Shai sent forth those missiles to America, it ain't gonna be a halting moment or a moment where they kind of relax. No, it's gonna be, you know, full throttle. You see, and it's gonna be pretty much the anger of the Lord on this place for the abominations of this place. It tells you that in 2nd Ezra, the 4th chapter, how that the good should not come except the place where the evil is sown passes away. You know, and that's speaking of America. But you can continue on.
God. It says, "My eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity. But I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abomination shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh power."
See, and you're going to know because the prophets warned you. See, you got it, huh? You keep going on there.
All right. "Thus saith Yahweh power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come."
And this is how the Lord going to recompense this place, man, by sending forth evils, bad times, causing the people to bug out, causing the food to become scarce, the power to go out, insurrections and seditions in many different places. Yeah, the America that you're living in right now is not going to always be the reality here in America. Soon things going to change, man. And you're going to be in a reality of adversity. See? Just hell on each corner, man. You know, got it. See, the Lord said, evil and only evil behold is come. Got it.
I got some real quick to back you up. It's the book of Jeremiah 30 and verse 7. "Alas, for that day is great."
Oh, you start at verse 4.
It's the book of Jeremiah 30, and I'm going to start at verse 4. It says, "And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah.
Yep.
For thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace.
Yeah, no good news, man. You see, bad times ahead, the end of the world. You got it.
Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness.
See, and this is just showing you how the man is going to be, responding to the events that's going to be taking place in the earth, man. The Lord is about to bring great fear into the planet earth. So much so where the strong men is going to be holding their loins and faces gather paleness, man. Complete fear. Lacking answers, spirit of perplexity. See, you got it.
God, it says, alas, for that day is great, so there is none like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
You see, a time of Jacob's trouble, but the Lord said that this day is great, so that none is like it, man. You see, a time where really unexpected evils, man. Shit that you normally see on movies. This is what's going to be playing out in real life. The grid is going down, the love of many waxing cold. Your biggest concern is going to be your hungry neighbor, a family member that you may be living with, whoever it may be, man. But yet, these are the times. Slavery is not going to be able to trump the times that we headed towards, man. You see the Great Depression, the shit that happened to the so-called Jewish people.
70 AD.
70 AD. These times is going to be greater. And this is why we tell you to repent and return unto the Lord, man, because this is your only form of safety. The Lord tell you how the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous running into it, and it's safe, man. You're going to want safety in these times. This is how violent, these days going to become. The Lord tell you about those perilous times. You got it, huh?
That was pretty much it. Add to your point. Because one thing that breeds this is the comfortability. These people will never expected for America to change overnight, which it will. Because again, people are used to DoorDash and Ubering, your lights turning on and off, running water. Whenever you're hungry, you ain't gotta wait 2 hours to make your meal. You can get fast food just like that. When all these things get taken away, it's gonna be chaos, man.
Medicaid.
Yeah, Medicaid.
All these things, because you got a lot of people. It's a lot of homeless people, man. Well, not homeless, but the poor, for the lack of better terms, man. They bank on these different government assistance. And you got Trump keep passing different laws and legislations that's going to pretty much put a cut in government assistance for the poor, man. So that's going to be millions of Americans pretty much bugging out, and it's going to change the reality of this place.
I got something for you real quick. This is Wisdom of Solomon 17:12. For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors which reason offers. All right, so Salaki. It says that fear is nothing but the betraying of succors, and when you go into succors, that goes into the comforts, man. That the shadow of this place. See, all of as the brother was going into, Jake ain't gonna be able to get fast food in that day. There's gonna be a lot of these. Hey, Big Shirley gonna trip out. Hey, Big Back Karen is gonna trip out in that day. What you mean? I can't go to KFC. I can't go to Captain D's. Yeah, Mickey D's. The water, Esau gonna cut these waters, cut the water off, man. And that's been the stage is being set for that already, man. You got Kill Gates. He's buying up all of these farmlands, and it ain't just any farmlands he's buying up. He's buying up farmlands with waterways, man. And with these waterways, he's going to be able to control the water, because you had Esau, you had an Edomite on the particular summit or whatever at one of these little conferences. She came out and said, "Yo, the people didn't fall for the global warming. People didn't fall for the vid. But I know one thing these people understand. They understand water. So let's see how these people feel when we get a hold of the water. So these comforts are being taken away from these people. So when these comforts, these succors get taken away from these people, they're going to start fearing. And through that fear, these people they're gonna submit. With the jobs, the AI that Esau is giving these people, hey man, with the new AI, these jobs are being taken away. And with these jobs being taken away, these people are frantic.
Yeah, but they even land
I got some real quick. It's Isaiah 3 and verse 1. It says, behold, the Lord, Yahweh Shemel the Lord of hosts, does take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water.
And that's pretty much going into the different support systems, man. The government's assistance. You know, everything, because that stay in that staff, that pretty much what holds you up, man. And you see, you know, Yahweh Shemel has Trump cutting off these different government assistance, man. You know, and what's this going to cause? That's going to cause all hell to break loose because people's going to respond, you know, to different convenience being taken away. You know, even going back into what the brother going into, man. You see what you got to do is more on that.
That was it on that. All right, I'm going to go back into over in Ezekiel. All right, this is back in Ezekiel 7 and 5. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come.
Yeah, and that's part of the evil, man, because, you know, certain moves is going to bring forth bad times. You see, and this is the intents and purposes of the so-called white man Esau Edom. He want order out of chaos so he can present the micro seed to you. You know, and this is what really all roads is leading to, man.
See? It says, an end is come, the end is come. It watches for thee. Behold, it is come.
Yeah, you see the end, man, the end of the world, the end of this world. You know, the rulership of the so-called white man Esau Edom and wickedness having the influence over the planet Earth. This is what's coming to the end. Your convenience is coming to the end. You know, because once America stops, everything that pretty much drives this place is going to stop as well. You know, and that's even including you. Your job, you know, your dreams and aspirations, everything is going to stop. And this really what's going to make this place a hopeless society, man. You know, it tells you that in Ecclesiastes 12, how they look out of the windows and it be darkened, man. You know, that's pretty much going into no hope. They looking for hope, you know, but there's none there, man. See?
And if I may, just add back, because you can see the American dream has faded away throughout the process of time, man. Nobody do not want to grow up to be an NFL player no more. Why? Because CTE. You know, nobody don't even want to grow up to be a damn businessman anymore because they know this system is failing. You know? You got to do, bro.
They get grabbed.
This Amos chapter 6 and verse 1. Woe to them that are at ease in Zion.
See, yeah, and that woe meaning death and destruction, man. Zion is a people before is a place, you so-called blacks, Latino, Native American Indians. And you see the Lord, he against that comfortability spirit. Because really, this not your rest, man. And he has, you know, plans to pretty much destroy this place. But as you see it breaking down day by day, man. You know, so you got it.
Trust in the mountain of Samaria, which are named chief of the nations, to whom the house of Israel came.
Yeah, you see, and pretty much this would be America, man. You know, you people, you trust in this system. You see, you actually think that this place is going to continue. The Lord tell you that this place is not your rest. But yet he's going to bring that to his fruition more and more. When you start to lose more jobs. You know, when certain assistance being cut off and you really be in straits. You know, you're not going to have pleasure in being here. You see? You got it. You got something.
You got something.
Okay.
This Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 1. It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth. While the evil days come, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw not, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Yeah, man, just to back the brother up, the Lord has said, remember now. You know, here it is. The stores are open. You know what I mean? You still get a bill. You know, you can still go to the bar, get a drink. All right, but here it is. Evils are increasing, man. The scripture said, though a vixen shall be good, cheap upon earth, they still should think themselves to be in good case. And that's the delusion that you niggas are in, man. You know, you think yourself to be in good case when the famine is increasing. All right, this guy Trump coming down with martial law. All right, the chip is being brought upon the scene. Okay, and it's soon going to be before your doorstep, man. But the Lord is telling you to remember now your creator in thy youth, man. You see, before the evils are brought upon the planet Earth, man. And this is the message that the prophets is basically pushing unto you, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Because things is finna get bad out here, man. And this all thus said the Lord. As the scripture says, evils and only evil. Yep. It says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened.
Yeah, which that's a metaphor for the truth, man.
That's it.
You see, you got it.
Nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall buy themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few.
You see, and the Lord, he's pretty much breaking down the different events that's going to be taking place, man. This is what's going to lead to you not having pleasure. The grind is going to cease. The strong man is going to bow themselves. It's going to be in fear, man. You see, because the biggest thing, the hottest commodity in that time is going to be the ounces, man. You see, and that's what a nigga going to like. Because the Lord tell you that in the, what is that, Luke 21 and 25. Tell you about that spirit of perplexity, man. You know, you go into perplexity, it's you lacking ounces, well, you lacking resources. And the first form of resources you're going to lose is the answers to what the hell is going on, man. Why these things is happening? What happened to the food? Why the lights out? I just paid my bill. You know? This is going to be the concerns of you people, man. You see? And it's going to shift the reality. It's going to make shit more solemn here, man. You see? Because right now, niggas just wrapped up in folly.
He worried about getting the bag.
Yeah.
Nigga worried about getting the bag. Dropping a new album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
New skit or some shit.
yeah, that's it. Fashion statements.
Yeah.
You know, that's all the nigga want. He want to be the flyest nigga, the funniest nigga. Hey, Lord, he gonna put all that shit on the back seat, man. You know, when you can't eat, man. You know, even just leading up to the famine. Shit, groceries getting too high for you people, man.
Yeah,
Now you gotta make a decision on whether to buy groceries or pay your bills. You to skip the bill to buy the groceries, now you got an eviction notice on your throat. Now shit just unfair for you. You see? The Lord gonna put you in strict positions, man. You know, you got it though.
Going back. It says in the grinders cease because they are few.
Yo, and that's one thing that's gonna lead to that distress. You think you lost your job, man. Because Jake got a thing for living above his means.
Yeah.
You know, and when you lose that job that can't pretty much suffice your way of living, nigga, you gonna suffer, man. Cause then you gonna lose your car, then you gonna have to downsize your house, nigga in a 1-bedroom apartment full of shit, you know. But hey, then you gonna lose that apartment soon, man. You see?
Yeah, if I may. And then you're going to be out on the streets.
Yeah.
And that's why Esau will come with that Savior. His Savior going to be in the form of that chip, man.
See?
If you could, Baba Bashar, bring that remember thy Creator in your youth. Matter of fact, what the scripture had said to add to the brother's point of remember thy Creator in the days of thy youth. You're supposed to remember the Lord in your strength, man. We're in our strength right now, man, to get this work, to get this understanding that we may be able to stand in that day to come, man. Because we're young men. Whether you be 40, 35, 25, 18, we're all young men. We ain't Apostle Tar and them, they up in age. You see? But I got this to bag the brother up. This is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 11 and 20. Be steadfast in thy covenant. What covenant? The agreement that you made with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that we all made in the wilderness, man. Because that covenant that we made with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua in the wilderness is going to be, that was indicative of the hell that we were going to catch, man. Because we made that covenant with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the Lord was like, the ones that actually keep it in this day, he's going to protect it. He's going to protect that Jake, man. Why? Because we've been doing it from way back then. Now is the time to that we will be made full. We'll actually fulfill our lots. Now, in this age, see, I'll continue. It says, be steadfast in thy covenant and be conversant therein, and wax old in thy work. That's what the Lord meant when he said, remember thy Creator in the days of thy youth. We're supposed to be building towards that day, man. Because, hey, an 11th hour Israelite is going to hide behind this brother. That's the only way, man. But this brother has been built up, so it's a greater glory to come. That's the times that we're in, man. Because we're in an evil time, man. These people are snared, man. And they're going to be put to death because of it, man. Why? Because they didn't wax strong in the days of their youth. They wasn't really exercising the spirit. Here it is, we're exercising the spirit, we're exercising our faith, we're exercising the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We catch our hells, but hey, here we are, another week doing the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. The Lord shall find great pleasure in this right here, man, in this work that we're doing. You got it. You got it. Respect you.
Y'all just going back with the point that you made about the in the youth, man. Because you might be a 40-year-old man. You know, you might sound old, but the Lord, hey, you was born again, man. You see, and really what it's born, you know, you being born again, that was Yahweh told Nicodemus. Except a man be born again, and Nicodemus was in his old age. You know? But yeah, you come back and return unto the Lord in your strength, man, because obviously, you know, your mind still working properly. You see? But yeah, you continue on that. Niggas on one more.
It says, and that those that look out the windows be darkened.
Yeah, pretty much no hope, man. And this is what America is going to turn into, man. You see? Because right now, yeah, this place is flourishing. Niggas still kind of banking on the American dream. But soon, like the brother brought out earlier, Isaiah 3:1, how the Lord is going to break the stay and the stop. You see, the stability of this place, the stability, the shit that you people lean on. The Lord is going to break it, man, and it's going to lead you to, it's going to leave you without any hope. You know, you got it, man.
So back in Sirach 11:21, marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and abide in thy labor. So we're supposed to stay in this labor, continue to push, man, because we're only getting better at this job. We're gaining more experience. You know, Esau's always telling 2 years experience, 5 years experience. Hey, man, we all got different levels, but hey, we're waxing old and we're waxing stronger in our works. It says, abide in thy labor, for it is an easy thing. And right now, hey, Jake and Esau is winning in this society. For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich. Yeah,
yeah, man. And hey, and also this is what Yahweh is going to do. You know, because yeah, we consider the poor, but even, you know, in like we're really rich, man, in spirit, man.
That's it. If I may, that's what they're really talking about, man.
That's it.
We was really the poor, but we were made rich through the faith. And ultimately it's going to manifest in the kingdom of heaven.
That's it.
That twinkling of an eye, man. That twinkling of an eye. In a sudden. The Lord said in a sudden.
And if I may too, even these riches is this knowledge too. That's why the scriptures say riches is not comely to a nigger. Because again, if you being on point, you basically having an understanding of the riches of the kingdom of heaven, that's gold. Yeah. What the scripture said, wisdom is precious in rubies and all that.
Yeah, see?
You know, this spirit, y'all got it.
When you get it, hey, because you know, because even the Lord said that when he say he lifted up the poor out of the dust and the beggar from the dust here, man. To do what? To set them amongst princes, man. You see? And this really the process of, you know, the children of Israel. You know, you coming from being the poor to really being back on the righteous throne, for the lack of a better term. You got it, man.
I'm gonna start at verse 13. This is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 13. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold.
And it's just showing you how precious this wisdom is, man. Because the people of this world, they seek after the rubies, the silver, and the gold, man. But yet those things are going to pass away. You see? But ultimately having this truth, this is a legacy that's going to continue on into the kingdom of heaven, man.
It says she is more precious than rubies, and all things that cannot desire are not to be compared unto her.
Yeah, because what wisdom brings, man? It brings life. The Lord said, wisdom giveth life to them that have it, man. You see? And life is more precious than money. You ask young dog, you know, would you rather have the millions or live, man? Nigga say live. You see? It shows you how precious life is, but it's even more precious when you got wisdom.
I got something for you real quick. This book, Ecclesiastes 7, and I'm going to start at verse 12. It says, for wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life unto them that have it.
See, yeah, and that's the two. That's the two. Pretty much, you know. I guess equals. I would say in this realm, man. A nigga is either wisdom or money. Really, your house shine money, man. That's why the Lord even tell you that you can't serve two masters. You know. But a nigga in this world, he would choose money and he'll die. But those who choose wisdom, ultimately you live, man. You know, this shows you that wisdom really reigns supreme, man. You know. Yeah, you got to
continue on that. And Proverbs 3 verse 16, length of days is in her right hand.
See?
And in her left hand riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is everyone that retaineth her.
See, it's just people.
You know what I'm saying, man? That wisdom ultimately grants you life, man. You know, here it is, like niggas getting the riches of these world, but you won't fucking die eventually, man. But like you said, with wisdom come the length of days and riches. You know what I mean?
He said, and peace.
Oh, and peace, that's it.
A nigga, who saying that peace, man? Oh, nigga Lil Wayne, man. You know, this nigga, he got all the riches, but the nigga depressed. See, because ultimately he's lacking wisdom. You know? But you see, wisdom, it gives you riches and peace, man. You know? And this is ultimately what's going to play out in the kingdom of heaven for the children of Israel, because wisdom is what's going to be on display. It ain't going to be you being a funny nigga that's going to put you on a pedestal. It's going to be the wisdom you present. You know, that's going to put you on a level, man. See? And even the wisdom, but it's going to, what do you say, it saved the city, you know, for the lack of a better term. Yeah, that poor man wisdom. Yeah, that poor man wisdom has saved the city, man. And the city is a people before it's a place. You see? So even the wisdom of the hopefully elect is going to bring back the whole nation of Israel, man. You know? Well, yeah.
I'll pull this while brothers find that. This is Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. All right. Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. So it says wisdom and knowledge. Hey, wisdom and knowledge didn't save Floyd from getting trapped over there for 6 months in Dubai, man. You see? It says, and strength of salvation. So wisdom and knowledge is the key thing to have. It says, in the strength of salvation. Hey, what is our salvation, man? It's Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. To have the knowledge of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, to know what's good in his sight. Not me giving the $5 to this Edomite. Not me getting on line and screaming Jeebus. No, man, it's me going out to the highways and byways doing the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Me keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of my ability. That's showing your knowledge and wisdom, man. That these things may be seen by the Lord when he look down and be like, hey, look at him. He actually down there doing the right thing, man. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time and strength of salvation.
Yep. Strength, pretty much, it's gonna save your life.
Okay?
You see, just like wisdom give life to them that have it, man. So that this wisdom and knowledge is gonna be the bridge to your salvation. You eating in the famine. You see, you even being comforted in the evils, because really it's gonna be a precept that's gonna hold you up, man. You're gonna remember what the Lord said. It ain't gonna be through your own will, because you was a good fighter. You know, a nigga knew how to tie a knot. You know what I mean?
Or Jake coming out thinking he out slicking Esau by cooning and buffooning and grifting for Esau, man. That's not wisdom. You see how I just played that white boy? Yeah. Hey man, the Lord don't give no damns about that, man. It's about you. How do you apply these scriptures, man? How do you navigate using righteousness in a wicked land?
Can you apply the wisdom?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the Lord said be wise as a serpent. If you get before the police, nigga, can you apply the wisdom?
Now Jake sitting in the car, sitting up here trying to go back. You know I'm an Israelite. You going into slavery. Hey man, Esau gonna pick you up, gonna bust your window, punch you in your face, snatch you out that car, and slam you on that hood.
Yeah, you screaming, how about I send me outside?
Hey, you ain't even gonna be able to get that out, man.
Yeah. And the Lord ain't hearing that shit, man, because you ain't applying the wisdom.
Huh?
What you got?
It says, the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is his treasure. Right?
Yeah, see, and so going back into that wisdom, man, it's going to be the strength of your salvation. And ultimately, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. This is how you get the wisdom and knowledge, man. By ultimately fearing Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And how do you show that you fear the Lord? By performing the law, man. You know, you actually repent and return it back to the Lord. You stop acting like a fucking American. Because that American spirit, that's what's going to lead you getting put to death. You know, you having the mindset of an Edomite, in which all you Americans do, people outside this council, that's what's going to lead you getting put to death, man. See,
nah, that was it on that.
Yeah, man.
the current on to the Ecclesiastes, what you brothers quoted. Yep, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse 15. Now there was found in it a poor wise man. It said, matter of fact, I'm gonna jump up to verse 14. It says, there was a little city and few men within it. And there came a great king against it and besieged it and built great bulwarks against it. Now there was found in it a poor wise man, and he by his wisdom delivered the city, yet no man remembered that same poor man.
See, and really, us presenting his wisdom, this is how the city is really going to be delivered, man. Not speaking about America or even Birmingham, but the nation of Israel. See, but yet, we know 2/3 is going to die, you know, but ultimately they're going to come back to the laws of the elect. You know, we got it out. Oh, was it more on that? What you just yeah, read 16. Yeah.
Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised.
Yeah. You see, because really, they hate Yahushua, man. You know, they'll despise you for telling them the right way. Ultimately giving them the way to save their life. You see? But yet that poor man's wisdom is despised. You know, the Lord even tell you how that a prophet is honored, but not in his household or amongst his kindred. You know? But you got it out.
And his words are not heard.
Yeah, our words not heard. We tell you that America's gonna be destroyed, man. Esau Eden, he's coming with a micro seal, which is gonna make you, like the Elder Cornwall often say, a permanent American. You see? And that's gonna be the bridge to your destruction, man.
Yeah.
You see, because you didn't want to hear the words of the poor wise man. And it tells you that in Ezekiel 33, how they heard the sound of the trumpet, but didn't take heed, man. So what? Their blood is gonna be upon their own head. You know? But he who taketh heed shall deliver his soul. Pretty much, because when you take heed, you're made wise unto salvation.
Right.
I made it back you up. This is all right. Chapter 13 and verse 23. It says, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue.
Yeah, nigga, listen to Jay-Z. Goddamn TD Jakes, man. You know, they'll listen to him, man. See, you got it.
And look what he said. They extol it to the clouds.
Jesus said, yeah, I mean, shit, Gorilla said, how about and go find some more?
Yep.
You know?
Shit, let's go get some money, nigga.
Yeah.
You know, that's a well-known quote, you know, in the black community.
Yeah.
Especially pushed by these fucking rappers, man.
See, that boy said, I got 99 problems.
Yeah.
But the bitch ain't one.
You know what I mean?
You got 99 problems.
Yeah, but she got 99 problems. Yeah. The bitch less than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just so that the rich man, his parables and his sayings is installed to the clouds,
That's
man.
it, bro.
You got it.
Yep, but if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this?
You
Like,
miss a bus to her.
Like, yeah, that's it. Because
They
like,
gonna-
you know what I mean?
yeah.
They say, so what y'all gonna do?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Where y'all
like,
from?
yeah, like, where y'all, you know what I mean? Like, you here with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
But that's the mindset of these niggas, man. You know, because you see lowly men, you know what I mean, casual clothing. You know, we got on the garments. You know, they once called us, what, the Brahma lights and shit. You know, that's the mindset of these niggas, though, man. You know, which that shows you that you niggas lack wisdom, man. You know?
And if I may add too, because just going back, even when Paul was on the scene, they ain't accounted Paul as really being a man Lord, because he looked it for him.
Yeah,
But guess what? His letters was mighty. So fuck the outward circumstances, what come inwardly, for the lack of better words, man.
That's it.
Yeah, brothers got it.
It says, what fellow is this? And if he stumble,
Yeah.
that it will help to overthrow him.
Yeah. They're gonna help to overthrow you, man. See? And that's just Jake, man. You see? Because really, this place is fucking wicked. And everything that really speak the right thing, they demonize it here, man. You know, you're really seeing that scripture play out right here in America. Even with the children of Israel being on the scene, you know, the true prophets, predominantly here at Great Millstone, they scoff at it, man. You know, it's just really like another phase in black culture. You know, them guys crazy. You see, but really, you scoff is going to lead to your destruction, man, because the message that the poor man is speaking is really for your life. You know? What you say,
Yeah, I got some. This is Jeremiah 17:5. Thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Cursed be the man that trusteth in man.
Yeah, pretty much you trusting in a so-called white man, you start eating. Because this is what things are going to lead to, man. You know, when pretty much the convenience, the grocery stores start to run dry, you're going to trust in this guy to pretty much be your, you know, your saving hand. See, and what he going to present? The micro seal. See, and the Lord say, cursed be the man that trusts in that man. Because ultimately those who seek to save their life, you're going to lose it.
See, that's how they did Trump, you know? That's what the scriptures say. They stole it to the clouds. That rich man, everybody trusted Trump 2024. Now look at you. Everybody wants this guy out of here. He's a puppet for the small hands. Hey, but the men of the Lord been told you that, man. But hey, you didn't want to hear. You didn't want to hear that blackface nigga say it. Nah, you would have rather had heard it from Joel Osteen or T.D. Snakes, man. You see? So
that's them not, that's them not considering the poor wise man.
It says, thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his own. And that's what Jake did. Jake made this place his power. Jake made this place his strength. Jake made EBT, Snap, booty shaking videos on TikTok, alimony, what else? What's some other things? Child support. Content creating, they made that their arms. Everybody want to be cussing out right about now, man. At one point, everybody wanted to be, I want to be like Mike. Everybody wanted to be MJ. But now all of those things are fleet. They're fading away, man. You see? So cursed be the man that maketh flesh his arm. You made it your power. But now Donald Trump is showing you, hey man, hey, you ain't got no power. I'm big dog and shit now, man. Hey, from the guy that's in the office that was making $100K a year, he saw AI now. So where do you place in this society when all you can do is tell people what to do? You can't jump down in that hole and fix a pipe. You can't get up there and start to get that power going. You can't get that air going. You can't fix no car. You see? So cursed be the man that maketh flesh his arm, and it says, and whose heart, which is your la'ab, which is your mind, departed from Yahweh Shem Yahweh. That's Alizé, man. How is it that you want to be a content creator and work up under a failing company under Adam 22 at the end of the world, man? At the end of the world, all bets are off now, man. Now what are you gonna do? Now you done forsook Yahweh Shem Yahweh to eat a missile. You see? That's what Esau has pushed our people to. He's pushed them to the edge that our people actually think that by being in cahoots and being on the right side of Esau will lead to an everlasting life, a happy, content experience here in America, when it's really just set up for hell, man. What you got?
Yeah, hey, cause this thing, it ain't your rest, man. The Lord promised to destroy this place. Seeing everything that you really holding fast to, it's gonna crumble soon, man. The Lord said how this place was a breach ready to fall. Swelling out in the high wall who was breaking coming suddenly at an instant. You ain't gonna be able to detect when this shit gonna fall, man. This shit just really gonna collapse. You know, all of a sudden on a random Tuesday. See? But then your covenant with death, that shit gonna be disannulled. Even going back to Alizé, you know, this nigga made a covenant with death. As if you get riches, this was gonna hold you up, man. That shit may preserve you for a moment in time, but ultimately salvation is on the Lord, man. So, you know, you gonna die.
If I can add to the brother's point, because you remember when the pagan story first broke, he played coy for a moment, and then he came out what? It was like, I'm getting money behind us, I'm getting views. Well, if that was such the case, why are you over there cooking for Adam 22, man? So that shows you that it's all a facade, man. It's all a facade. It leads to death. This whole thing leads to death, man. This place has been set on high and with a slippery step, man. As the scriptures roughly paraphrase and going into. This place is these people foot is set in a slippery place. It's not a sure thing, and it's gonna be a great fall from that high mountain, man. Why? Because you held hand in hand with Esau, man. And it's a judgment that comes for them.
I got something for you real quick, just going back. This is the book of Micah 2 and verse 10. It says, arise ye and depart, but this is not your rest. It's like, yeah, arise ye and depart, but this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sword destruction.
Yep. And this is America, man. Because first and foremost, this place is gonna pollute your mind. And even like we seeing with Alizé, this nigga mind was polluted by Yahweh Shema was shot. He saw America to be more sexy than returning to the Lord, man. You know, but now he's trying to build here. You know, this nigga's trying to do all these, trying to get generational wealth here, man. But the Lord promised to destroy this place. And we see that promise growing more and more. The Lord tell you how, what's that, Proverbs 4 and 18? How the path of the just is shining brighter and brighter until the perfect day. Even though that nigga went to the left side, nigga, soon, you ain't gonna have no choice but to acknowledge prophecy, man.
You see, and it's a scary thing because he know it.
Yeah.
I got some real quick. I got that word polluted. That word polluted means to become unclean, to become impure.
Yeah, and if I may, that's touching pitch, man. The Lord said, he that touches pitch shall be defiled therewith. And if you have fellowship with a proud man, you should be likened unto him.
See it, bro.
And that proud man is the so-called white man Esau Edom. But yet you touching pitch, that shit defiles your mind, man. Now you moving like this nigga, man. You know, now you fucking with Adam 20. This nigga a fucking homo, bro. This nigga let his wife commit adultery. You know, but now you in agreement with that shit because you want to work under him. You see, but that's your mind being defiled. You know, and he said, going back to Ecclesiastes 13, how you gonna be made like an unto him. You gonna be destroyed, man. You see, that's what that he said. You gonna it says put your mind to Bible shot.
Going back, Micah 2 and verse 10, arise ye and depart, but this is not your rest because it is polluted.
Yeah, see? Oh, you got it.
Or if I may, it said because it is polluted, man. Just going back into that word polluted, it means to become unclean or to become impure. When it says in Titus that all things be pure unto the pure, man. Basically meaning you wasn't really a part of this from the beginning, man. You already had that impure spirit. We can tell that how the way you bucked up against the apostles and elders. And now it's made manifest that you was that wicked nigga, man. Because back in 2010, even 2015, they was glorifying him. And that's what they say, knowledge puffeth up. You know, especially if a nigga think he knows something, he's going to forsake everybody, even everything that he knows, even his morals. So just because the Lord exalted you into that higher state, he's doing the same thing by casting you down. That's why we can see throughout the nation of Israel, that's a low level thing, man. You let somebody else, that's the lowest the low can go, man. You ain't nothing but a damn scumbag. You know you in deep, but at the same time, he's made manifest now because Yahweh Shema Shai is proving that you was a nigga and you was polluted, man.
The whole time, man.
He said he should destroy you with a sword destruction. You being hit up by them missiles, man. Cause that's all America can really lead you to. You know, you want to have the mindset of this place. That shit gonna kill you, man.
And if I may add too, just going back with Sodom and Gomorrah, Lot's wife. Lot's wife, she didn't get destroyed because she got destroyed because she missed that place. Why you telling me? The Lord said he finna mess this place up. You seen what the angels did. You know what I'm saying? So we getting out of here. Why the hell you turning around? And Lot ain't say, man, no, baby. No, he sidestepped that motherfucker, man. Because he knew the seriousness about it, man. You know, we can laugh and joke and things like that, but at the end of the day, we know this is a life and death thing, bro. And we can see, again, that's a despicable thing for you to go that low. This guy is known to be a cup. But again, that's why it's a wicked thing being raised here in America. A lot of niggas crave fame. You know, a lot of niggas crave, you know, to be that guy or whatever, but you can't even handle it. You claim to be a high priest, but you couldn't handle the demons that came with it, man. You know, you got it.
If I may, because the Lord said how Lot, he was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked being there, and just mad like the bride going back. Lot went tripping about that bride, man, because she was pretty much performing the shit that he hated.
Yeah.
You know, because that's like your bride. She acting like a fucking American, bro. You ain't gonna love that bitch. You know what I mean? As you know, she was trying to fight for Yahweh Shai. You see, this bitch acting like a fucking American. You gonna despise her, man? Because that American spirit is an anti-Messiah spirit, man.
See?
You know, same thing with Sodom and Gomorrah. She turned back You know, she really was an anti-Messiah, man.
Yeah. And if I may, that's why you don't even supposed to be around that spirit.
Yeah.
That's why we just use in the scripture. I think it's in the book of Corinthians. We'll have the infidel have to do with one of the believers in your house shop. You know, Bible shop, brother can't get there because at the end of the day, what the Lord is doing right now, He's making a separation. You know, and Bible shop, brother can get that Malachi 3 in like the last verse. The Lord is really making a separation for those who truly believe and those who are hypocrites. Now, when you go into the etymology of the word hypocrite, it actually means to be an actor, man, or a pretender. And it's made to be known that this guy, Alizé, was a pretender the whole time, faking the funk, for the lack of better words, man.
We're not from us because he was never of us, man. Now you want to get Malachi 3:18?
Yeah, come on. You can get it on that. You should I get it.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 3 and verse 18. Malachi, chapter 3 and verse 18. Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth Yahweh Shemawashah and him that serveth him not.
And if I may, because it's going to be made manifest, man. Number one, about your doctrine. You know, and it got to a point this guy doctrine started to change. At first, you was worshiping Yahweh. You say, don't worship him. You know what I'm saying? First, you believe in the Hebrew, the book of Hebrews. Then you say, oh, don't believe in it. And you know what it says? Double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You know, you say believe in apostle, the reigns of Apostle Paul. Then you say don't believe in it. You know, and ultimately it was niggas backing you, man. And that's one of the most messed up things that you did too. I ain't gonna cuss. You scattered the sheep, man. You know, you scattered the sheep. It was niggas that was actually looking up to him. But at the same time, now they disappointed. Now niggas don't believe in them because Alizé getting popped in the backside, man. You know, that's an offense in the law, man. You got it, what? With some on it?
Allah, that's
come. You got it, bro.
Yeah, this is 2 Corinthians 6 and verse 15. And what concord...
Oh, pull up on 14.
Yeah. Verse 14, 2 Corinthians 6 and 14. But, it's like, be ye not unequally yoked with unbelievers.
Yeah, be ye not unequally yoked with unbelievers. And that's one thing, even though the guy to Saria. You know, you get, even one thing I can recommend, I can commend, you know, Bishop Nalon. When he on the platform, even on TV, he ain't going BS around and just talk smack. No, he gonna push forth the scriptures. A lot of these guys are coming over there and pushing forth entertainment. One guy, this guy, Captain Cesaria, they was debating Christians, and it was like a battle rap type scene, man. You should have started prophesying, man. Warn these people so you can fulfill Ezekiel in the 3rd chapter and 33rd chapter, wiping that blood off your hands, man. You got it, bro.
Yep, it says, for what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion have light with darkness?
Yeah, it says, and what communion? Bible Bashar, look up that word communion real quick. Because you really don't even supposed to be talking to niggas like that, man. Because that wicked and evil spirit can actually rub off on you. That's like you hang with a broad that smoke weed or something like that. You get this blowing smoke in your face. They could get tempted, he'll hit the blunt. That's how a lot of niggas get on drugs and shit. And a lot of women get on drugs. You being around somebody that's on dope, now you on dope. You know? And that's the same thing with wickedness, man. Spirits rub off. Brothers got that word? Yeah, communion.
I got a simple definition.
Yeah, look at the Google definition.
It says the sharing or exchanging of intimate thoughts.
Yeah, of intimate thoughts, man. That's your innermost thoughts. So his innermost thoughts was not of Yahweh Shai. His innermost thoughts is of the world. That's why he communion. That's why he have communion with Adam 22. You got it, bro.
And feelings, especially when the exchange is on a mental or spiritual level.
On a mental or spiritual level, man. So he always mentally been in America.
Yeah.
You know? You got one?
Nah, that pretty much going into who I was going into.
Good.
If I may, that nigga Adam 21, he a freak. You know what I mean? This nigga Amazon fucking freak. So it's really like, and we couldn't sit in front of that nigga, man. You want a lunch, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just knowing this nigga background and shit.
Bread.
You breaking bread.
This ain't, I do this to my wife. You know?
Yeah.
My wife do this to me. But shit, man.
But that goes back to what the brother was had alluded to earlier, that this truth was not sexy enough for him, man. It shows, just like the woman that you chose to deal with, hey, you got bad taste in women. You chose the woman that exposed your freaky ass, And it ultimately, it led you away from the truth, man. You see, through that freaky woman, hey, she exposed everything, man, because you call yourself a high priest, but yet you don't deal with wisdom. A high priest, a Levite priest, deals with wisdom. That's why all the nations, that's why all the tribes flow into Levi to what? To get the understanding, of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. What is the Lord's goodwill towards us? What is the Lord? What do the Lord want to see from me? You gotta go to Levi, man. You gotta go to the high priest. So wisdom was not sexy enough for him, man.
That's spirit, man. That's it, because there's sexual immorality. That's what he wanted the whole time. You know?
Anytime me going back, because Jake saying the world, you know a man by his bride and shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You know how much money a man got by how good his bride look.
Yep.
And Yahweh Shai went sexy to them niggas. So you know what kind of nigga he is, man. Because America was sexy to this nigga, man.
And if I could add, this is not no knock to no brother, but ain't gonna be no big women in the kingdom.
Yeah.
You know, you like big women, man.
Yeah.
Big, excessively, morbidly obese American women. Yeah. Like, come on, bro. This is what you like. Because in the kingdom of heaven, hey, she gonna be shapely fine coat bottom, man. That's what this wisdom is. If I could, Baba Kushai. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 10. And this is speaking to wisdom. And I loved her above health and beauty. So, cut the hair, Alizé. I don't cut my hair. Hey, keep the beard. I'm with my goatee. You know? And that's for any of these jakes out here, because you had a lot of jakes forsake the truth for carnal things because they want to keep a line up, man. Yeah, dreadlocks. Like, come on, bro. Man, you gonna get put to death in that day, man. That ain't even a warrior's hairstyle. Jacob's trouble come, man, hair getting cut, man. Feel me? It says, I loved her above health and beauty and chose to have her instead of light. That's the what? The light of this world, the wisdom of this world, man. Because Esau, hey, he's a Luciferian right now. All wisdom, all roads leads to him. So anytime you get an understanding in something, it came from Esau, man. Our light is the scriptures. It says, for the light that cometh from her never goeth out, but the lights of America is going out. Hey, you see it already with Adam 22 and Alizé. The light is gone out of this place, man. Adam 22 came to you and told you, hey man, I'm losing money. I'm barely even keeping this building together. I can barely even keep the rent up on this building. That's why he's pimping out his wife and she doing more videos with that big buck Jake. You see? Pimping out his wife, man. He gonna do it to Alizé soon enough. Hey, it might be a tape out there with him. Hey, he probably get with men, you know?
You see, he like to record everything. He got a Twitch, you know?
All good things together came to me with her, you see? You're supposed to be a high priest. A high priest with understanding of the scriptures understand that what? Wisdom is the chief thing, man. Wisdom is the chief thing. That's why it says all good things together came to me with her and innumerable riches in her hand. Ask King Solomon. Simple. But no, man, you wanted the light of this world. You wanted the understanding of this world because wisdom was not sexy enough. Because wisdom tells you, hey man, hey, I'm gonna put you to the fire. The brother was going into it who was listening to the lesson. Hey, it's a level of fire. This is the highest fire that you can go through on the planet Earth. In the universe is to go through this spiritual fire right now for the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man.
So like if I may back you up, brother was speaking on, Sirach 26, verse 23, it says a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that fears the Lord. So just consider, like the brothers wanted to, dealing with the truth. Hey, Alizé, man, he got offended at wisdom, man. Mm-hmm. So he wanted, whoever the hell, who, what, and what, you know what I mean? That doctrine and shit, that pagan shit, that was a beautiful, beautiful woman unto him, man. Basically the ways of the world, man. The Lord gave you unto that shit, man, because also you a wicked ass nigga, man.
Can't
you know?
That nigga he loved America.
The bed is under fire. That's a wicked doctrine, man.
Yeah.
That's a wicked doctrine that these Christians push, man. These wicked Israelites push. You can't tell me, nah, man, you ain't supposed to be backed on, man, getting backed on. That's off, man.
And if I may.
Yeah.
Because you really got two women to choose from. You can either choose Sophia or you can choose America, man. It's two whole. It's like you got a whore and you got a woman, man.
Yeah.
You know, but a nigga, nigga want to have fun with the hoe. You see, but having fun with a hoe leads to a spiritual STD.
Yeah.
Now you fucked up, man. You see, now you got to be destroyed because you defied in the eyes of the Lord.
Yeah.
Okay,
Back over in Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 12, it says, and I rejoice in them, because wisdom goeth before them, and I knew not that she was the mother of them. So wisdom goeth before all things, man. So when we get this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, it's through the Holy Spirit, absolutely. But it's through the application. It's through the application of wisdom. How do you, as the brother said, how do you apply this wisdom, man? The way you apply the wisdom, that shall bring forth what? Fruit, man.
Life.
Innumerable fruit, life.
If I may add too, because the Lord will put you in situations to apply the wisdom.
Okay.
A woman that got a husband, she'll throw herself at you. The Lord will test you, man. Because a lot of the events, a lot of the things you go through in your everyday life is not random, you know?
Never random.
So that's why, again, this wisdom is meant to be applied, because a nigga get mad and he'll throw everything out the window, just being emotional instead of thinking rationally, man. That's why the Ezekiel pulled that out earlier in Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, man. You know, having a reasonable mindset, guys.
Yeah, maybe. This is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
And if I may add too, that's really talking about again what those people in Babylon. We could probably finish that off in that Corinthians too. I don't think we finish that off. Read that again, Brother Bashar.
Yep, Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
It says everyone that is joined unto him shall fall by the sword. And again, that's a guy, this guy Elazar, he's just a small depiction of the whole Israel, man. Because there's a lot of pastors and preachers that participate in the same things, man. You know, you gotta do, bro.
Yep. And it says, verse 16, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
They'll turn Elazar on, but ultimately, it's really talking about in time of Jacob's trouble, man, you're gonna lose everything, man. You know? Ultimately, because this nigga, he was bragging on he make this much money, you know, that shit ain't gonna mean nothing when the lights turn off and the dollar crash, man. But Bible Bashar, you can go back into that Corinthians.
Yeah.
And I'll go back to y'all.
This is Corinthians 6 and verse 15. It says, and what concord hath Hamashiach with Belial? Or what part hath the believer let me read again. It says, and what concord hath Hamashiach with Belial? And or what part hath he that believeth with an infidel?
Yeah, well, he that believeth with an infidel. So what you doing on that show if you're not prophesying, if you're not teaching, man? Because a lot of times, again, when people push forth these podcasts, it's just for entertainment and bullshit. You know, again, if you had that opportunity, you should have prophesied, you should have warned and talked to people, you should have fed the sheep. But again, it was made manifest at the end of the day, he was a hireling, man. He don't care about the fuck. The only thing he cares about is the bread, man. You know, and then you got this, he's a fat guy over there named Face, look, many Face on Love over there, made a statement 5 or 6 months ago, and he compared him to Yahweh Shah. Yeah. Yahweh Shah would have never got pegged, man. You know, you got that was on there. Y'all brothers got it.
Yeah, that nigga said that he was the closest thing to Jeebus, you know. But that shit, because he actually accepted that shit, man. The Lord said that the greatest our heart, the moment that should be. You know, you don't compare yourself unto the Lord, man. See, but ultimately, that's why that guy's gonna be destroyed, man. You know, he ain't got nothing. I'm about to show you get Ecclesiastes 10, verse 13. So, right, 10 and 13. Yeah, come on. See? Because the nigga really just full of pride, and he just really the face of the 2/3, man. Because there's a lot of people that's in the truth, but that know of the truth, that act just like him, man. You know?
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 13.
Start at 12.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm
Yep, it says, Sirach chapter 10 and verse 12. And it says, the beginning of pride is when one departed from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah.
Yeah, and see, he departed from the Lord, but it started with the mind first and foremost. And really, this is the nation of Israel, man, because when you depart from the Lord, you put on the covering of the so-called white man, you saw Edom. Acting like an American, man. See, but you got it.
And his heart is turned away from his maker.
Yeah, his heart, his mind. Because that word heart goes back into the Hebrew word law, which means your mind. You see, so when your mind go off the ways of America, well, you're turned away from the Lord. Because America is a very anti-Messiah society, man. Everything in this place do promotes, esteems, it's against the Lord. Got it.
For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination.
Yeah, and even just going back on Alizé, man, the nigga was prideful.
Yeah.
See, I even seen that, you know, when he went to New York and he went up there with the apostles and shit, just how he was standing amongst them and how he was speaking with them and shit, just like a nigga. You know, just talking like, I know he was talking like a way that I wasn't talking in front of the elders and shit. Yeah, you'll probably speak like that with a younger brother and shit, but like with the elders and shit, bro, it's a level of respect, man. You don't talk to your father like you talk to your friend, you know? But that's just, that was the pride, and the nigga was pouring out abomination.
Yeah.
You see, and it's just the same with Israel, man. The fact that you niggas pour out abomination, it's because you got that proudful spirit in you, man.
Spirit of Saul on you, man.
Yeah,
It proves you from the house of Saul. You'll bring that back out, Papa Shah?
Yep, going back to Sirach chapter 10 and verse 13. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination.
Yeah, and that's what Saul did. And when he heard that song, shit, Saul killed thousands.
Yeah.
David killed tens of thousands. What?
Yeah.
Heard him? But hell no. Pride kicked in, man. Now what's he doing? David understood it. Saul was what? He was anointed. He was the Lord's anointed. Was he not? He was. Was David not anointed? He was. So why would you pick up a javelin and try to throw it at King David? That's what you did when you came against the apostles and the elders. You came against the house of David, man. I'll bring this out. This is Luke chapter 6, verse 26. Woe or destruction unto you when all men shall speak well of you. Matter of fact, I'm going to read it in the NLT. Hey, you got it? Keep going. All right. It says, woe. It says, what sorrow awaits you who are praised by the crowds. You was praised by the crowds, man. And he went up there, the apostles and the elders said, hey, we done all got beside ourselves, so to speak, in time. And we got reprimanded, and what? Jake humbled his ass down. So they get up there with the apostles and the elders let him, hey, pop his shit, man. No, you know what I mean? You saw how I was kicking with the apostles and the elders? Nigga, you ain't on no level, they just humble. Wise men, you know? Because you showed your hand. What sorrow awaits you who are praised by the crowds? For their ancestors also praised false prophets. You see, you proved yourself to be a false prophet because you're no longer a part of the truth, man. You're out here getting pegged on the backside. The Lord could have forgave you for it, man. It ain't like you was out here killing folks, but you came against the word, you came against his men, and ultimately, what? You did things that were unseemly in the sight of the Lord over and over and over again, to a point that, pride lifted up in you, that the Lord must be with this. The Lord understands me, to a point that, hey, the Lord has destroyed you, man. All because the crowd agreed with you. And this crowd is the crowd of America. The Lord ain't for that, man.
Got something for you. Ecclesiastes 13, and I'm going to start at verse 8. It says, beware that thou be not deceived and be brought down in thy joyalty. If thou be invited of a mighty man, withdraw thyself, so much the more will he invite thee. Press not thou upon him.
Yeah. Read that from the top.
It says, if thou be invited of a mighty man, withdraw thyself.
Man, who was that mighty man? The apostles and the elders, man. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I've been invited when we was younger men. Man, I was listening to men that had came before me. I saw examples of men that they moved in the right manner. I saw men that moved in the wrong manner. I understand, hey man, I'm rude. Hey man, I got a fiery spirit. Hey, the apostles and elders probably say something, I'll be like, man, hell, and that'll be wrong time, wrong place. So when that invitation came, hey, I'm not built up enough, you know? Those are mighty men. Let me know, I shouldn't even be in the ring with this guy right now, man. I ain't got no reason to be up here around these great men. Let me get built up first. So, continue.
It says, if thou be invited by mighty man, withdraw thyself, and so much the more will he invite thee.
Come on, man. Withdraw thyself. Keep it humble. And when you do come around, what? You quiet. Hey, if they say something to you, hey, you scarcely speak. You know? You ain't trying to overtalk him. You ain't trying to make him match him point for point. And if you did, hey, you would get reprimanded and you would learn how to take that. So what? If you took it the first time, you what? All right, bet. Next time, you know, I'm gonna keep it in a row. Then what? Hey, that brother took the reproof, but I really like that brother. He took that rebuke well. Hey, tell him to come on back up, man. I've been seeing his growth down there. Come on back up and what? The Lord will exalt you, man. Due to your what? Your humility. Because you're applying the wisdom of your Yahweh Shemi Awashai in sincerity, man. Because you really want to get out of this place. But you want to be seen of men. That ain't it, man. That ain't what we here for.
Yeah. It says, press thou not upon him, lest thou be back. It stand not far off, lest thou be forgotten. It's like being balanced, you know. It says, affect not to be made equal unto him in talk.
Yeah, and we all have suffered. We've all suffered from that before, man. You know, the spirit get on Jake or whatever. Jake be thinking he's saying something, but yo, brother, you use 30 words. This brother used 5. The point was still made. Shut the fuck up, Jay. Excuse my vulgarity, man. But Jay gotta learn how to shut the hell up, man.
That's the spirit of pride.
Huh?
It says, and believe not his many words, for with much communication he will tempt thee, and smiling upon thee will get out thy secrets. And if I may, that's how you know that's a wise man. Yeah. Ultimately, he just gonna play the game until you got enough rope to hang yourself, right? You know?
Now you done spilled your secrets like a woman at the bar, man. Now she, if you done asked her soberly, hey, how many men you done slept with? She gonna keep it coy. She ain't even finna tell you. She'll find every which way to keep from answering that question. But on that drink, she gonna spill her heart, man. You see? That's that pride. That's that strong wine, man. You see? Is that in on that? You bring over 2 hands, man.
If I may too, it's really a part of the order of things too, man. Because again, everything must be done decently and in order. You know, again, you can't be, for lack of better words, willy-nilly when it comes to the ranking. Because even I remember when this guy went up there to the apostles, he was like, saying, calling him nigga and shit like that. Like, what the fuck?
That's all.
Like that's your homeboy, man. But at the same time, he made a statement. If I'm not mistaken, he said he the rebellious son. You know, for lack of better words, you know, him and that boy Deacon, they could be the sons of Eli. You know, niggas that was basically turning against Israel, you know, going off just for money's sake.
I got one. This is 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 1. It says, rebuke not an elder, but entreat him as a father.
And it's the spirit, man. When it comes to a father, it's a certain level of respect, you know. And again, if you disrespect your worldly father, he'll get on. But if you disrespect your spiritual father, the heavenly father will get on your ass. And we can see that's happening too. You know, the Lord already took the Holy Spirit off him. He claimed not to be an Israelite, but ultimately the Lord, he's spilling out his abomination suit. He like to get pegged, and what else this guy like to do, man? You know, you gotta do what?
It says, and the younger men as brothers.
And the younger men as brothers. So you ain't even supposed to be evil to a brother, man. Being malicious and shit like that, you really supposed to watch out. Because again, we all label every day. It's like we on the front line together, man. You know, on the front line together, we gotta watch each other back. You know?
Not no slap you sitting up there having lordship over brothers, like basically like spiritually slapping him in the back of the head, just having your way with him. Nah, man, I don't talk tough to my brother unless it's what. That don't mean that we don't get down on one another. We do that in corrections, man. I get on my younger brothers, my blood brothers. I get on their ass, man. But when they come around and if they haven't done no offense, what's the reason for me sitting up here just going railing for railing, sitting up here just getting at them because I'm the older one spiritually? That's off, man.
It's off, yeah. That breeds evil spirits, for the lack of better words, man. That breeds contempt and all that. Okay?
Yeah, I got one for you to back you up. Just pretty much going back on being amongst the great men. You know, this is Ecclesiastes 6 in verse, I'm starting verse 33. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. And if thou bow thy ear, thou shalt be wise.
And if I may add, that's how you know you ain't really supposed to do no talking.
That's it.
You know, he ain't say you hold your mouth, read that thing. I love to talk.
Yeah.
You know, even says that in Ecclesiastes, the 5th chapter, not coming to the house of the Lord, hold thy tongue. You know, ain't nothing wrong with saying, "Con, that's right." But that's the short being speech, man. That's the speech being short. So like, y'all got it.
Yeah, this is Ecclesiastes 6 and verse 33. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. And if thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise.
And he says, well, if thou bow down thy ear, bowing, that's a sense of humbleness, man. You know, you basically are up to another man's will, for the lack of better words, man. Because again, the apostles and elders, they don't go out there and speak out bullshit. No, they speaking rivers of living water. They're speaking life, man, and things concerning prophecy, man. Something Anazar just threw away in the trash can. You got to do it.
Yeah, it says, if thou, it says, stand in the multitude of the elders.
And even then, stand in the multitude of elders, they even on the midst of the comment board. Because that's why you see some people on the comment board, you know, they get too crazy, they just start saying too much, they'll get, you know, blocked for the lack of better words. You know, but you got to read that again.
Yeah, it says, stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise.
Yes, and cleave unto him that is wise, man. The one that's pushing forth the right doctrine, man. That's pushing forth the decisions that develop the life of everybody, man. And the only people that's doing that is the men that's going out here pushing out this truth, man. You know?
Okay. Yeah, he said cleave. That's a level of humility, man. That ain't comparing yourself to them. You actually acknowledging that you have to come under them, man, in order to learn. You see?
That's like somebody you hope on too, like a baby. When the baby's scared, the baby cleave unto the mother. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because again, that's really your only hope. You feel me? Because it's like Baba Bashai get that too in Isaiah, drawn from the bricks. You know what I'm saying? Get that Baba Bashai. Because we was babies, man. You know, Jake was wild at one point, man. Jake was ready to, you know, beat down the Edomite. But the apostles taught us the decorum and wisdom, how to carry this truth, man. You know, you got it. All
right, this is
yeah, this Jeremiah 28 and 9. It's like my bad. Isaiah, I'm tripping. Yeah, Isaiah 28 and 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to know understand? It's like Isaiah 28 and 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine?
Yes, to understand doctrine. You got it.
Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast.
Yes, and one thing about a baby is humble as hell, man. Because a baby depends on their mother and father to feed them, to nourish them, and to grow them up. And as soon as you built up, for lack of better words, that's when you really start understanding. You know, it was one point you were just moving all wild and willy-nilly. But once you know, once you got, like I said, once you got like, 3-4 years old, and ain't cute the shit on yourself no more. You really get reprimanded for that. You're going 5 and 6, 7 years old, you doing shit that you was doing when you was 3. You get your ass whipped for that, man. But it got to a point with us, Yahweh Shema Shai set up the right apostles and elders to breastfeed us this true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And we grew up being, model men of righteousness, man. Because again, here in these latter days, you should not be in a wicked mindset, because like it says in Isaiah the 13th chapter, though hinge on the hand, the wicked should not be unpunished. Now, Baba Kushab, you shall get 2 Peter 3 and 10. Because it says, what person ought you to be here in these latter days? Look, I've been pulling out this scripture out every week, man. Because again, this place is going to be destroyed. And Yahweh Shema Shai is going to do a spiritual, righteous reset. But it's not like he's going to take everybody up. No, he's only going to take the righteous up, man. The 144,000 and 1/3. While everybody else will be destroyed, man. You got it, bro.
It's the book of 2 Peter, chapter 3 and verse 10. And it says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, and the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
Yes, it says the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night, man. I'm telling you how a lot of people are not really prepared for the Lord to come. That's why you got even Israelites teaching the Lord gonna come 30 years. Lord gonna come 1,000 years from now. That basically leads Jacob to being in a lackadaisical spirit. You know, you got it.
And the elements shall melt. So like, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Yes, because that great noise is talking about the missiles, and that fervent heat is talking about when the missiles explode, man. And ultimately, what it's going to do is actually going to make everything into a lake of fire, for the lack of better words, man. You got it.
The earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
Yeah, it says earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Bible Bashar, you can look up that word works for me. Because at the end of the day, the works in the remembrance of Esau will be done away with. It ain't gonna be like in the kingdom of heaven. It's gonna be a Bart Simpson doll or a George Washington dollar bill. No, man. All those things is gonna be wiped away.
Shit, even pride.
Yeah.
Pride's gonna be wiped away because that's an American thing. That's an American invention. That's an American perfection. Put it that way. Pride is an American perfection.
That's it. Because it is a such thing as righteous pride. Like, you got pride in the Lord.
That's confidence.
But you ain't got pride like, oh, I did this. You know? Yeah, brother Scott.
Yeah. This is that word works. It's 2 Peter 3, Strong's G 2041, Ergon. It says any product, whatever, anything accomplished by hand or industry or mind.
Yeah, or industry or mind, so the works in the hands of Esau, and even the little things that Esau pushed forth, the philosophies and the ways of life, is going to be done away with. Is some on it?
Yeah, come. It says an act, deed, thing done.
A deed, a thing done, you got it.
The idea of working is emphasized in op to that which is less than work.
Yeah, you know, that's it on that?
Yeah, come.
Come, but basically the deeds, the things that you do, the things that Esau built up with his hands and with his mind. And the only thing that he pushed forth with his hands and minds is wickedness, man. That's the reason why crack cocaine was a big thing. That's the reason why gangster rap still affects people to this day. Because this guy has perfected weaponry, man. You know, he shoot at you more than one way. He just don't shoot at you through swords and weaponry. This nigga shooting at you through chemicals. He even shooting at you through water now, man. You know, God, brother Scott.
You want to continue on that?
Yeah, continue on.
Yep. It says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved.
Yeah, you see that this place is going to be destroyed. You know, you got it.
What manner of persons ought ye to be?
So you wouldn't be like a guy like Adam 22, because that's a guy that's going down with the ship, man. You know, you got it.
In all holy conversation and godliness.
With our holy conversation and godliness, man. You know, pushing forth this truth, pushing forth this word, and pushing forth the vibration of Yahweh Shah, the spirit of prophecy, man. You know, and you're supposed to be an example of righteousness instead of an example of wickedness, man. Because the only example that you are now is an example of a setup. You know? Now,
because the things that are going to be melted with fervent heat. Hey, this is, let Esau tell it through his pride. His wisdom and knowledge brought all of this forth. How is not your wisdom and knowledge keeping this afloat, man? How is it that it's failing? Your wisdom and knowledge isn't it isn't as strong as you thought it was. It isn't as strong as you say it is, man. You see? That's why the Lord said, hey, it shall melt away with a fervent heat. You can bring that back out, Bible Bashar?
Going back, it says, you want to jump at verse 10 again?
Yeah.
Yep, 2 Peter 3 and verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
These people can't see it, man, because as the brother said, Esau done hit you so many ways, man. You don't know which, you don't really know which way that these bullets are coming, man. You got LGBTQ conversation. You got man versus woman conversation. You got is college a scam conversation. You got is this car salesman trying to sell me a lemon conversation. And you got too many conversations, man. It's too much, and that's just mental. What about the physical responsibilities that I have daily, man? I gotta take my kid to here. I gotta take my wife over here because we're only down to one car. It's too many conversations, man. Esau is hitting us from too many different angles. Continue.
It says, yep, and which the Salaki, let me read again. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, and in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Salaki, bring that back out one more time, Salaki.
Gone. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
So this rulership, this heavens, man, this rulership is gonna pass away with a great noise. And these people are scared, afraid of that great noise, man. You Americans, more importantly, because you know, hey, Master P, hey, he on it, man. Hey, he ain't making no peace treaties, he ain't making no deals, man. These me's should not, they ain't finna be, they minds ain't finna be swapped up, because they learn from the small mustache man. All right, you got it.
It says, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, the earth also, and the works that therein shall be burned up.
So everything that you see here before you, your mindset. Here, if your mindset isn't to change and get on the same page as Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you should find yourself here in the lake of fire, man. In America, from the east to the west, north to the south. You should eat a missile. You got it?
Saying then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be?
So what? Should you be twerking? Should you be out here trying to get it like it's no tomorrow? I'll sleep when I die. Matter of fact, you will hold that, bring that out that you had.
Yeah. This is Luke 21 and verse 34. It says, and take heed to yourselves. They said, anytime your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness.
Yeah, and that's what these people are their minds is dead set and stuck on partying and bullshit, man, and sex. And here it is, the economy is at an all-time low. Why the hell are you even going out to see the weekend? Why the hell are you even going to the Breezy Bowl? You mean to tell why are you paying $1,100, black woman, to take a picture with Chris Brown? And nigga, why did you go half on it? I got 600, you gave her the other 500 for your woman to get filled up by Chris Brown. Should these be the things that you're doing? Like what? I ask you this, to what album book are you gonna put it in? What wall you gonna put it? What wall are you gonna nail it to? When all of this is gonna be destroyed. Here it is, Trump got troops throughout, what is it, 19 states now? So, why all the surfing? Why all the partying and the bullshit? When you know it's seriousness out here, man. See it? You got it?
Yeah, it says, your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life.
Yeah, you drunk on this Babylon juice, man. You see these, people, these other nations are drunk on this Babylon juice. And for the ones that are drunk on it, what? You see in their nations, hey, man, go to America. Go to America. Because really, hey, they want to kill their own, man. Because they know this is the Lake of Fire, man. They giving cheap tickets to America. Hey, it probably costs $10, $20. Hey, you want to be black? Get your ass out there. Oh, you want to have wet blonde hair? Moab? Get your ass, go to America. Go get that American dream. Why? Because Moab, Ammon, hey, Ishmael, they gonna shoot missiles on this place, man. But these people are caught up on partying bullshit. You got it?
Yep, it says, and the cares of this life, and so that they come upon you unaware.
Yeah, so you caught, that's that thief in the night. You sitting up here, you drunk, you staggering, you falling over, you thinking, oh man, what happens at the end of the night? You know, you done danced your heart's desire, you done drunk, you done talked to shit, now it's you done made it. And I ain't get pulled over by the cops, today was a good day, Ice Cube. Now look, hey, you probably got a woman waiting at the crib, got some food on the table, what? You trying to make it to the bed. So you're in a mindset in the spirit of now it's time to rest. You see? And it said what? At the very end?
Yeah, it says, and so that they come upon you unaware.
Unaware. You're gonna eat a missile. It's gonna be one day your power was on and then you're gonna wake up in a pool full of sweat. Esau turned all power off. You walk outside, it's 1,000 people already in the streets. Feel me? And then they heard your door open. You got a pizza? Now that it's a horde of niggas kicking, looking to get through your door, like on what was that the movie I Am Legend. everybody want to get in this one spot. It's gonna come unto you unaware, man, like a thief in the night. Because you're caught in this surfing spirit. You're caught in a riotous mindset, man. Because these people love the bull. These people love to protest. Why? Because it's a possibility that somebody gonna throw a brick or a chair, a glass gonna get broke, and now niggas looting washing machines, TVs, and whatnots, man. You see, that's the spirit of America. So what person, if you could, Bobby Bashar, was that it on that?
Yeah.
Was it on that?
Oh, if I may.
No, you got it.
Yeah, verse 35, it says, for as a snare shall it come upon all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth.
Oh, and that's to you Jakes, because you Jakes are caught in that party and bullshit spirit, but Esau's caught in the pride spirit, man. Me and the brother was talking on the way up to the camp, man. You got a lot of Edomites on social media that's paying attention to the things that's going on, and they know that it's nothing they can do. They voted Trump into office, and now Trump is turned against them. So with Trump turning against them, they don't wanna seem like an asshole by screaming Trump is the problem. So they turn their eyes because Esau's evil. They turn it to you. Now he got a problem with you. It's the niggers. They gonna get on your ass, man. But the Lord got something for them. That's just the end all be all, man. So everybody is being snared, man. Esau now it's a thing for Esau to let his racism be shown. But let Lord forbid, hey, this Donald Trump make it out of office. I bet you they take all those videos down. But no, it's always receipts on the internet. You think a Jake ain't saw you? A Jake remember that face. So when the day of rioting actually becomes the theme of America from the east to the west, north to the south, that Edomite is gonna be put to death if a brother get there in the course of the actions to stand in their power. Because that's what's coming to this place, man. And it's gonna come unto these people unaware because really all of them are drunk and all of them have been snared.
You got it? You're gonna go into the wrong season, wrong spirit.
Good.
You know, you're gonna go into a season of seriousness with a spirit of partying and bullshit.
Yeah, you going into hunting. Here it is, it's hunting season. You're supposed to have a gun, you're supposed to have your vest on, or whatever. That's what we gonna have on, Lord willing. You know, you gotta have the orange vest, you gotta have the hat, you gotta have that spiritual armor. You're supposed to be out there with a shotgun, a rifle. This motherfucker walking through with a fishing rod. Nah, it ain't fishing. Yeah, fishing rods and a flip flop, in a six pack.
Yeah.
You through, you finished, man. You're dead. Hey, man, you're dead. You're dead, people, man.
And if I may add to, just going back into people before the flood, man. How the way they was acting, what Noah was doing. Noah was building, man.
Yeah.
It was a whole different spirit, man. It's the same thing that's happening now. Nigga partying and bullshit, going to the wrong time in the wrong season. But guess when niggas started trying to act right? When it started raining.
When it rained,
When it rained, then niggas want to get right. Last minute type shit. You feel me?
Hey, what?
Listen, hold on now, Noah. Niggas knocking on the door, man. You
Hey,
feel me?
what? They didn't. When the raindrop first hit, hey, they didn't bug out. They started. Them niggas went outside dancing because it was a new phenomenon unto them.
Yeah.
Only when the water kept rising. Oh, this shit ain't stopping.
Yeah.
Hold on, flash flood. Oh shit, no, damn. There go Jimmy. There go your cows. Hey, what was going on? All of a sudden, boop, 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 boop. Now you want it. Yeah, it's too late.
If I may, like the brother Malachi, he brought a bad point a couple years ago. It was days that shit that happened, man. You went to sleep like you think it's a bad dream, and you woke up. Now that shit, the water woke you up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The water flowing and hit you in the face a little bit. You like, God damn.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the only thing you can see in the background is that art starting to rise up a little bit, man. And it got to a point when they really lost hope. And it's going to be the same thing when the missiles drop, man. Because you know it's too far gone. There's no more hills to get on top of. You know, there's a lot of people that try to make makeshift floats and everything. No, the only way to get saved in that day was the ark. And just like here today, the only way to get saved is this truth. There's no other way. That's why the scriptures say, in the day of thy power, thy people shall be willing.
Right?
You know? Y'all got it.
Bring that up.
Yeah, I got you.
Second there.
Yeah, second is 15. Man, I started verse 14.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth not, and one people should stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Read that back, Salah.
Yeah, it says, woe to the world and them that
destruction. So you're in the world. Don't Jake, this isn't a thing of the rapture is coming. Jake, you got a lot of these Christians that want to believe in the rapture. Nah, man, you're an inhabitant of the earth. It says, whoa, man, ain't gonna be no being pulled up out of here. What are you being? Hey, no, you gotta see it to the end. It said, he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. So we know you dudes ain't reading your Bible, man.
Hey, the Lord even said that I pray that you should not take them out of the world, but you keep them from the evil. So that means you gonna be here, man. You know, and Lord willing, we are that precious number, but you gonna be here for the sake of prophecy, man. Because somebody gotta be saved.
Somebody gotta die.
Yeah, somebody gotta eat in the family. And just like somebody gotta be pining away, man. You know,
Starving.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it continue on to say, it says, for the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another.
And we seeing that now, man. Here it is, Trump got checkpoints from state to state in these places where he's putting up these national guards. Hey, it's getting to a point now that Trump is coming down on certain public speaking, certain self-expressions that the people ain't gonna be able to go out and, you know, for a lack of better words, people ain't gonna be able to go out and just move about like how they used to, like how we do now. It ain't gonna be that in the coming days, man. What you outside for? What's your state your business? That's what's coming, man. Why else is Trump talking about he's finna clean up DC first, and then he's going to Chicago, then he's gonna go to New York, man. He's setting up checkpoints, man, because he don't want people to be able to get into these capitals, man. You got it?
The Lord said doors should be shut in the streets. You know, and that's, you know, Trump, man, you know, this nigga, he passes certain legislations, he's gonna put lockdown.
Allow me to put you into this detention center over here, or go to jail. Either one of the two, but one of them's happy. You see? So what more for you people that want to go, that want to gad abroad from state to state? It ain't gonna be that no more, because these states are contentious with one another, man. Trump is heading up there cutting off particular aid. It was a state that just basically came out and said that they're not gonna bag the small hats, man. And you think Trump ain't got something to say about that, man? But what we do understand with these states, the states have the power. The states is the one that's sending the money to the Fed. So when the states understand, man, screw this dude, man. What's gonna happen? This is the house divided. The federal government and Esau's gonna bring in foreign troops then, and that's when he's gonna put off those blockades, man. What you got?
Yep, it says, and one people should stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, for there should be sedition amongst men.
Sedition, people hating the government, people hating the ruling class, man. Ain't nobody gonna be, shit, you see it now. They look at Obama. They told him to shut up in the middle of a speech. Shit. Like, what more now, man? What more now? The sedition of men. Matter of fact, could a brother look that up, Bible Kashot? Sedition, because I don't want to butcher that.
Yeah, this is the definition of sedition, just simple group definition. It says conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority or state or monarchy.
So, who made it cool to do that? Hey, the men of the Lord first, man. And now you got these bug outs, and truly if you ain't speaking Yahweh Shai, yeah, you have a form of wisdom, because the Lord said that he shall pour his spirit upon all flesh. But at the end of the day, you're inciting people to come against the government. You're going to be put to death. We're going to be saved by Yahweh Shai. That's the difference, man. You're in your feelings, and we've gotten past our feelings because we understand that I sinned against my power, man. So our sedition, hey, the Lord is with it. The Lord is not with your sedition. He said that he put these powers over you as what? As a whooping stick, as this is the standard. And if you buck against it, you just fighting against Yahweh Shai. We ain't bucking Esau, man. The only time we got something to say about Esau is on Saturday, or when a brother does a live stream. That's the only time we got something to say about him. You got something to say about him every day. Why? I'll give you an example. Donald Trump, he was the biggest advocate to get TikTok off the get TikTok out of America. All of a sudden now, the White House has a TikTok page, man. They have a TikTok page, and what do you have on this TikTok page? You have stupid niggas and simple Edomites. Where's the Epstein list? They talking, man, you just go to it, man. It's super entertaining. They talking big boy shit. Esau understood what he was doing. He's keeping information and data on all of these people. He's going back to all of your IP addresses. He's picking up your yo, this dude just moved. His phone just pinged over here. You was staying in Idaho. Now this nigga staying in Alabama because the prices are cheap. He got that, man. He got you on record. He gonna comfort you for that sedition, man. You sparking the minds of the people when he's trying to keep people docile and stupid. You got it?
Yep, it says for the sword and the destruction. It says for there shall be sedition amongst men and invading one another.
Mm-hmm.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the causes of their actions shall stand in their power.
So in that day, the first, your government leaders, you already seeing Jake. They was throwing trash. The lady that basically what was it? Was it Detroit? It was Michigan, where they had all the trash. You actually had Jake sitting outside of her house, man. You got Jake sitting outside of government officials' house. What more in the day of trouble? Because ain't no money out here, ain't no food here. These people are gonna lose. So the government officials are gonna get got down on, and you everyday Israelites are gonna get got down on. You nigger women for the alimony, for the child support, for you got little Ray shot because you was talking to this dude over here. Hey, that broad that just got the coach put to death. You think little buddy ain't gonna get on her ass in that day, man? That jail, hey, the angel gonna hit that jail. He gonna hit that switch. Jake gonna get up out of them doors, gonna open. The only thing gonna be on Jake, man. I'm kidding. You see, the courses of their actions sustain in their power, man. So talk your shit online, Esau. We'll see you. Hey, Jake shall see you in the riots, man. That Jake, we gotta laugh at this and see this in the balance, man. Because though we be angry, yet we sin not, man. But Jake gonna do a lot of this bidding of our anger that we have in righteousness. 2/3 gonna get down on Esau, man. And it's gonna be the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And the Lord is gonna what? He's gonna bring the military down on Jake, because Jake gonna be mowing Esau ass down, man.
If I may add too, and that's how you know it's gonna be some Edomites that's gonna hop in there too. Like class wars. That's what Esau think is spirit. Esau wanna push that race war, but class wars is gonna make Esau really be mad. Because even when you go back during the times of 70 AD, that's even written about in the book of Josephus. You know what I'm saying? How Jake, they was getting down Jake, and it was some Edomites that were like, hey man, y'all can't do it. And they prayed, they were like, let us come back being Jake. Because they knew the severity of, being an Israelite. But just going back, they was already proud of Jake from the beginning. But just going back into just class wars. Because even though Jake forced some of the Edomites that's in the middle class, even higher middle class, lower middle class, it's just gonna be rich and poor, man. And it's gonna get to a point where they're gonna band together and fight against the system. Because that's why I say it's the people. Jake gonna do it, but it's gonna be the people in general, man. Right? Like guys like that, you feel me? He gonna have a couple people.
He gonna be pissed off. He took my 401k.
He got wealth and things like that. He probably already got a collection. Jake comes and man, we gotta get these fuckers. He gonna invite Jake into his house. Hey,
come on, man. Yeah, come on, but
come on, warriors, man. And they gonna fight against the system because how bad it's gonna be. That's why the time of Jacob's trouble is gonna be a time of desperation. The most racist motherfucker is gonna come together with a Jake to fight against the system. That's right. Because they're gonna realize that being the gold and what this is the devil that the Bible speaks of. He gonna show himself.
Everything gonna be leveled out. It ain't gonna be, you know what I mean? Because they might be on some shit like, shit, I'm going through it too, man. You know? And that's what's gonna make this place so violent, man. You see, because it's gonna be evils on all fronts. The Lord even tell you that evil should be on every side, man. You know, it ain't gonna be a time to rest. You know, to kick back, man. This shit gonna be real action-packed, man.
Because and then what's gonna help these class wars, as the brother was going into, is gonna be planetary. You got this data center. This is a thing that the United States government has a contract with Planetary. Planetary, the CEO of that company, came out and said, it's like, yo, man, by 2030, that we're gonna have a system in place that whether you have $0 in the bank or 100 million, he said 100 million. He said it's gonna be leveled. And it's gonna be a base, it's gonna be based, man. Everybody's gonna be a base, and he's gonna come with that universal income. Why? Because this is the only way for him to reset the economy and to establish his world order, man. So the people are gonna be pissed, man. The same Edomite right now that can't stand my chocolate skin, hey, I'm gonna look like a god in that day to him, man. Why? Because Jake, he wants to get at his people. He know the only way he gonna be able to do it is by linking hand in hand with Jake.
Yeah, hey, he that is evil to himself, to whom shall he be good? You know.
So Esau gonna be pissed, man. He gonna want to get at his own people. That's that house divided. But you can continue on that.
Yes, it says, and the causes of their actions shall stand in their power. A man should desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
And that's why he's gonna come with that's why he's shutting down the cities. That's why he's gonna do, because he's trying to curb off those class wars, man. You know, because it might be a complete migration from the state of Nebraska, and everybody all of a sudden they find themselves in Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and Florida, man. You see, because Nebraska's done went bankrupt. So that's why no, not this big cornbread fed cracker. No, let them get down there with them niggas. Hell nah, not with them Mississippians. Shit, you know what they did last time? Esau know about the Gullah Wars, man. He know that spirit's getting raised up. So hell yeah, he gotta cut the access ways off, man. He's really gonna block these cities. He's gonna block the roadways, and that still ain't stopping shit. Jake just gonna go into the woods and find another way. You got it?
Yep, it says, for because of their pride, matter of fact, they said man should desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Why? Because he has troops on the ground. He has the National Guard. He has international troops from China, or have EU troops. That's what I was looking for. EU troops, man. Hell, I done trained with them guys, man. They don't like us. They don't want to eat with us. They don't want, hey, man, I'll see you when we can get out here on the training exercise in the field. Outside of that, man, stay away from me. That's how they feel, man. So Esau is really gonna cut off these access ways. You got it?
It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Yeah, why? Why are you afraid? Because Esau, you watch too many Disney movies coming up. You watch too many Marvel movies. You watch Jean-Claude Van Damme. You watch Arnold Schwarzenegger. You really thought you was built like that, man. Yeah. Until them lights go out. And then you get hit in the chest. Take that wind out your hand. All of a sudden, hey, man, you're going to have a different spirit on you, man. You get it?
It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor.
Nah, man, I ain't ate in 3 days. I ain't ate in a week. Shit. Hey, can of peaches, man. Who wins? Is gonna toss it out there. Hey, they gonna get busy, man. Get it?
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword.
Yeah, because here it is. They went to church together. You know, they kids had tea parties. You know, kids had sleepovers. What was that? Played sports together. You know, went AAU trips. And then now here it is. Billy is kicking Brad's door. I know you have something to eat, Brad. It's like, nah, man. They gonna get on each other's asses, man. Hey, the scripture said it. Thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushua, so it's gonna happen, man. Hey, we already see it's a dog-eat-dog world. Just look at corporate America. What what more when it trickles down to the common day average American, man? When he can't, when he hasn't eaten in the week. Yeah.
It's gonna be even grievous in these apartments.
Oh
Shit,
man.
they're like apartment buildings and lofts and projects.
It's had it.
Yeah. You know, they compacting all these people in one section, man, especially those project areas and shit. Yeah, you're gonna really see, the fierce anger of the Lord, man. Niggas kicking in, then they're not gonna have pity, man. Your children down. You see, and it's all gonna be for the lack of bread. All stemming from a nigga not eating.
That's gonna hey, food and water is a hell of a motivation for the flesh, man. Hey, that's a thing that Esau does, man, just to see the temperament, even in the military. He'll deprive you of food for a particular time or whatever, just to see how you will react.
Yep. It says a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation.
For great tribulation. Here it is. Little Susie just died, man. You know, her body wasn't able to sustain. The father didn't eat, so the baby ain't gonna eat. Now he's pissed, man. You see, that's gonna bring about a fierce anger in these people. Hey, it's gonna be hellacious out here, man. Yeah, something.
This is the book of this is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3 and verse 1. And it says, know this also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. Just to back the brother up, it's just the characteristics of what the people's gonna be into, man, in the last days, man. You know, and they're gonna intensify, man, especially like the brother was speaking on the shortage of food and water. The scripture said, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. You know, here it is, you got niggas killing each other over fucking honey buns and shit now, but just wait till the shelves become completely empty, man.
That Popeye's chicken sandwich,
yeah.
Man. They was getting down on one another, man. Slamming each other. Had Miss Betty Jean was getting pushed into the counter and had to get a hip replacement. All because Jake wanted to taste the brand new chicken sandwich, man. What more when he knows, hey, man, hey, that can of dog pizzas, man. I know how savory and succulent those pizzas are, man. They gonna get busy, man. You know.
If I may add too, I remember during the pandemic, remember niggas started going crazy over that toilet tissue, man. They can go crazy over something that you wipe your ass with, so what it's gonna be when your stomach hungry. I remember that Snickers commercial, it said you knock yourself through hungry. People ain't really been returning to being brute beasts, man. You know?
Yeah. All right, you got that? Matter of fact, I'll read this here.
Yeah, I got one for you.
Yeah. Go ahead and bring out that. Yeah. Bring out what you got.
Yeah, this is Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 9. It says, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away.
I'll read that back, officer.
Lamentations 4 and verse 9. It says, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
Yeah, so it's better to be shot down in that day, man. It's better to be stabbed and bleed out within 2 hours than for you to pine away, starve and becoming one of those Ethiopian kids. Feed the children, because when you pining away, after so long, after your body has went through autophagy, it begins to eat its own muscles. It gets to a point that it has nothing else to eat on, that your stomach fills with gases, man. So it looked like that motherfucker eat, and he done ate. He got a full belly, he done ate something. No, he finna die. All you gotta go over there and do is poke his stomach probably explode, man. That's what the Lord is talking about. It's better to die by the sword than to pine away. You got it?
It says, for these find the way stricken through for the want of the fruits of the field.
Ah, I smell chicken, but you ain't nowhere near. You see? What you say? Hallucinate. Ah, yeah.
I mean, them damn mukbangers and shit, man. Food content creators, nigga, that's all you gonna have. You know, you gonna be tasting shit, remembering, the Lord gonna be reminding you of certain tastes and smells.
Yep.
You gonna suffer from that, man. I know a nigga, he wants you to teach, but now this nigga just do food content, man.
That's a shit.
That's sick.
Yeah,
Man, that's
Hey, y'all
sick.
know the niggas, niggas on mukbangs, niggas be doing the ASMRs, niggas be smacking in the mics, man.
Yeah, that weird shit,
Shit, man. Starving nigga like that, man, because they're gluttonous too. You know, America breeds gluttony because food is a relative easy ability.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
You ain't gotta go out there and hunt. There's some people, some tribes out there in Africa, man, nigga eat only every 2 or 3 days, man. Because they can't afford it. But for lack of better words, these Americans eat every day. So once this luxury get taken away, man, niggas gonna start getting crazy, man. Your papa will shout real quick.
Okay, kind. But you gonna move it? You can still bring that.
You got 10 minutes left, though.
You can throw that out. Yeah.
You got an umbrella? Sorry, I thought you got it.
Yep, going back to 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 11. 2 Peter 3:11. Yep, 2 Peter chapter 3 and
What
verse.
you done on the other
Unless you want
Nah, that's it. That was it.
women are starving their children based on cannibalism.
Yeah, you bring that out.
Yep, verse 10 says the hand of the pitiful women has sought their own children.
Yeah, you women that's out here taking all these pictures of your kid. This is who I do it for. Yeah, really? Yeah, that baby gonna be lunch, man. It says satin, so basically you're gonna boil that baby. You're gonna boil it down. You're gonna put some spices and seasoning. Jake, you're gonna put spices and seasoning, and Jake gonna be stirring it and eager to eat it too. With tears in their eyes. Oh, little Billy. Yeah, tasting water. Like those old Bugs Bunny commercials, cartoon shit, tasting the water. Got a whole baby in there, man. Look, Keisha. You got it?
They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people.
You see, they were their meat. So that you're gonna eat your children in that day, man. How horrible that you ain't got nothing else going on in life. You absolutely positively finished, and you look over at your daughter and like, that's at least 30 pounds of meat. And you put it to death. Hey, it happened during the siege of Masada. It went into it in the Apocrypha, man. And you had, hey, them wicked Sakari niggas. You know? They kicked those, hey, we smell you in here cooking your kid. It even freaked them out that the mother was in the house eating her babies, man. And shared it. That's crazy. But that's the point. That's what the Lord is gonna bring you people to. The very babies that you say you do this for, man. I know women that defraud men on a daily for their kids to be able to have the life that they never had, man. When all you had to do was live an honest life. But no, man, the same kid that you did all of this defraud, you did all of this evil for, you should do evil unto them, and the Lord shall do evil unto you. Because that still is not gonna fill your belly. Okay, you ate little Jimmy. Your body ain't used to processing straight human. Hey, it's one thing eating it in McDonald's. It's another thing eating a Billy or a Keisha sandwich, man. Yep.
Eve, she got that spirit. She really don't even like her kids and shit, man. You know, these women, they really hate their mothers. So even in that day, it ain't gonna be shit for Eve to get rid of that little motherfucker, man. And the Lord gonna make it grieve. You might hit him upside the head and nigga don't die. So you really you gotta put effort into killing him and shit, man. You might slit his throat, but this motherfucker's still alive. Yeah, and you gonna have to really put effort into killing your baby and cooking it, man. That's gonna be dreadful to you.
You wanna get rid of that responsibility. You got
it. Like their responsibility, because again, a lot of these kids are badasses, man. That's why a lot of them, like mama just put them on ADH pills, or some shit, man. Because they out of control, man. They don't even discipline their kids no more. Right. You know?
Hey, You know, you can go. Yeah, go back to that.
On 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 11, saying then that all these things shall be dissolved. What manner of persons ought ye to be?
So, what type of person should you be, man? Should you be in any of the examples, in the spirit of any of these examples that the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua brought out? Matter of fact, bring that out, and then we're gonna finish off on it. If brothers don't have anything else. 25.
Yeah, this Sirach 11 verse 25. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgiveness of affliction.
So right now, Jake is in the day of prosperity. That's why Esau tell you, shut up, at least you're not in slavery. And you got a lot of conservative, liberal Jakes out here that has nothing to do with me. So that's the day of forgetfulness, man. You got it?
Yep, it says, and in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity.
Yeah, so you ain't gonna be thinking about your concert at the Breezy Bowl. You ain't gonna be thinking about your trip to Cancun. You ain't gonna be thinking about your trip to the Bahamas or your trip to, or the food truck. You ain't gonna be thinking about those things, man. You're gonna be thinking about your next meal. All right? That it on that? That was it on that?
Yeah, kind of it.
Come on, you can bring that out.
It says, in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening to the coming of the day of Yahweh.
So in all holy conversation, man. So the holy conversation is we talking about the prophecies. We looking forward to the coming day of Yahweh Shai and all the things that lead up into the moment of Yahweh Shai cracking the skies to deliver us, man. That's the conversation. Every week, me and brothers will start talking about women. In some way, shape, form, or fashion, it's gonna lead back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It got to, man. Cause we gotta be delivered from this place, man. So all of our conversations lead back to the Lord, man. You talk about basketball, and all of it goes back to Yahushua eventually. Hey, cause a brother gonna say, hey, we ain't gonna be hooping in the kingdom. The only sport we gonna be playing is popping your rib. So everything goes, all roads leads to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So what should we be talking about, man? With all of this hell and calamity going on. You got it?
Looking for and hastening to the coming of
Hastening. That's the signs. What? You like that dog, we're just waiting for it, man. Let that sun go down so I can go get on Will's ass. That's a hastening spirit, man. That's how you have to be for this thing, man. To hell with this place. This is over with. You're gonna need another fix tomorrow, and another fix the next day, and the next day, and the next day, so on and so forth, man. But we're renewed daily. And we never get tired of this feeling, man. But you're gonna need more tomorrow than you needed today. And you're gonna need more the day thereafter than you need tomorrow. Because this place is not fulfilling. Get it?
It says the day of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
So everything that you see before you should be melted with fervent heat. So what type of conversation should you be having today, man? That it? Nah, that was, you had anything else? All right, well. How much? All right, come on. Hey, I can see you on that.
It says, nevertheless, we according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth.
Oh, according to his promise, man. Not Esau. Every promise Esau that never gave you, hey, man, it came with a side effect, and it really didn't happen. You voted Trump 2024. What happened? Hey, all your money getting sent over there to the small hats, man. It got boots on, it got troops on the ground now against you, man. It got Medicaid cut. That's exactly what happened. So all of his promises to you, hey, he reneged on. What happened to the student loans getting forgiven? That would have been a slight peace of mind for certain people. They didn't get forgiven, man. So
it's like he's been living up to himself, being a deceiver, a liar.
And how can you people not see it, man? But yet you still desire tomorrow. You desire the day of tomorrow for America. God bless America. No, man, this ain't it.
And if I make every 4 years, that's what they want to be their new heaven and new earth. You know, that's what they want to change. Like something's going to be different, and everything's going to be okay. But everything has been downhill, man. Because even going to like the Bush administration, building up all that shit, and for lack of better words, and then Obama inherited.
Yeah.
They made on what it's called the change gonna come.
Yeah.
Then Trump came. He said, "Make America Great Again." All these different slogans. But that's how you know it was declining each more and more. Biden was what? Build back better, which means what? You know that it failed, man. You know, and Trump didn't, you know, he just wrote the same shit again, but again, there's no way you're going to be able to revive this system as it once was, man. You know, that's why a whole new system is just going to have to arrive. That's why I say we look for a new heaven and a new earth where in dwells righteousness, man. You got it. You read it again?
Yep. It's nevertheless, we according to his promise.
To his promise, man. Because the Lord promised us that we are not going to dwell here in Babylon forever. You know, the scriptures say, if we stay here forever, what? No flesh can be saved. You know, it's a deadly situation just living in Babylon. You know, throughout your everyday life, you are risking death, man. And it's going to be even more evident, especially in the times of Jacob's trouble. You're going to realize why this place is called the Valley of the Shadow of Death.
Take it out of my mouth.
You know,
Dude.
you got it.
Look for new heavens and a new earth.
So a new heaven is what, man? A new rulership, a new time, a new earth is being refreshed, and things are being put back in its proper and righteous order, man. The fishes are gonna be happy again. You won't have squirrels with fungus growing out of their face. You won't have the deer zombie disease. You won't have rabbits growing horns and stuff out of their face, man. Because Esau has polluted the whole earth, and we know how that even happened. Through him putting out these, he said that the reason that you catching these mutated animals is because of mosquitoes, insect bites. Who put those engineered disease insects out? Esau did that to get the numbers down, but it affected the animals, man.
If I may add too, you look at that movie Outbreak. You know what I'm saying? They do different experiments on these animals and see which one is the most contagious, and they'll send it back out there, man.
Okay.
You know, you gotta realize this is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and he fulfilled what Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. You know,
that leads to what? For you individuals that think you're gonna live off the grid and be in the wilderness, like those Ozarks out there in Arkansas. Man, you ain't gonna be able to live off no wild animals out there because everything's defiled, man. You already see it. You got pigs out here eating rat poison, and their flesh up under the skin is blue. You think Esau ain't gonna man? That's millions of pounds of meat. Esau finna feed that to you people, man.
they gonna eat that shit up.
Yeah, they gonna eat that shit up.
Even the water. The different streams. Nigga polluted that shit, man. A lot of that shit contaminated with lead, especially up there in California. You know, from that 49er shit, they was looking for their gold. You know what I mean? They polluted a lot of the water with lead and shit, man. Kill out polluted streams and shit, man.
Yeah, even fucks up whole ecosystem.
Yeah.
Because you gotta realize if you fuck up the water source, animals go there and drink.
Yeah.
And animals play an important part into the whole ecosystem, like even raccoons, man. Raccoons, heavy animals, they got thumbs and shit. You know, no animal like that. But even though they might be disgusting or repellent to others, they are a useful tool for the environment, man. They make the world go around, man. And Esau is fucking up that whole environment, bro. That's why, if I may, it was this guy. It was a black bear broke into his house, man.
Yeah,
You know,
I seen that. I seen that video.
And the only reason why a bear come into your house, man, he had to be hungry, bro. Because a bear really, you know, they got territory and stuff like that, but they're not really curious like that. They was really desperate, man. Because the world is fucked up. They can't eat their regular old food no more. You know, and they can't even, eat out the trash can anymore now, man.
Esau has gotten to a point, I think the brothers had put it in the group, Esau is killing off roly-polies, man. And roly-polies actually takes toxins out of your soil. That's the only way when you got bad soil, hey, go get a bunch of roly-polies. Hey, man, it'll fertilize your soil and get the toxins out of it.
And they kill our roly-polies to make ink and shit, man.
Oh,
ink pans and shit, man. Fuck, man.
Sick. But that's how you know we have resources upon the planet Earth, but he's using it the wrong way. Baba, should I get there, huh?
Yeah, this is Romans 8 in verse 19. It says, "For the earnest expectation of the creatures waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High."
Yes, waiting for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High, because even the creatures are suffering. What that is in, I think that's in the book of Job 12. ask the animals, and they will
Oh, you
tell
said
me.
yeah.
You know, because ultimately they'll tell you that the white man is the so-called devil because he have mastered deceit. You know, he know how to do the call for a deer, a call for an elk, and it get to a point like when it's game season, yes, you can hunt. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but Esau, him being a greedy and covetous man, he over-exceeded, man. He killed the deer, the doe, the babies, and that's against the law, even cows. He'll make fucking veal, man.
Yeah, that's off.
That's off. That's like a mother cow. That's like her baby and shit. They got feelings and shit, man.
Yeah.
And for lack of a better word, they make the meat taste bad. You know. What you got to do?
The scriptures tell you that a righteous man cares for this beast,
Yeah.
but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel.
Yeah.
They're cruel, man. So hey, we know the promises of Esau ultimately lead to death, man, because the greatest creature, really, even in the kingdom of heaven. Hey, you think we just gonna be going around killing the heathens just because we feel like it? No, you're gonna have to go off for you to get judged, man. We ain't just gonna be just killing just to be killing.
Hey, we merciful men.
You know, because that's our beast.
Yeah.
You know, you gonna be he's gonna do. Hey, I'm not tying my shoe tied. You know, but you got it.
Yep, and it says, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Wherein dwelleth righteousness. So we look towards a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. And that righteousness is having everything put back in its proper order and everything to thrive and live, man. Because the Lord said he created not death, man, but only sinners when they take hold, when they go off, do they take hold of it? Roughly paraphrasing, man. So we look for a new heaven and a new earth, man. But did any brother have anything else?
You got them? Yeah. Read one more time, bro. Because like this brother was just talking about, like everything is an important part into the ecosystem, but Esau don't care for the beast in the field, man. Read that one more time, bro.
Yeah, this is Romans 8 and verse 19.
I started verse start at verse 19.
Yeah, verse 19, it says, for the earnest expectation of the creatures waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High.
Read it in there too.
Yes, in the NLT, it says, for all creation is waiting eagerly for that future day when the Most High will reveal who his children really are.
Yes, and that's the beautiful thing about Yahweh Shai. Because guess what? He already know who are the righteous rulers is, and even certain animals know, certain creatures, they desire for peace and happiness to flourish throughout the whole planet Earth. But at the same time, here in this lifetime, a lot of Jake is blinded, you know, even a lot of dogs are blinded. They think the white man is their friend. But at the end of the day, it's being made manifest that all the creatures in the creation is waiting for righteousness to come. Even bacteria, man. Those are living creatures, man. You know? And that's all the part of Yahweh Shai go. You got it, bro, Simone?
Yeah, man, I skipped down to verse 21. It says, but the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of the
Could
Most
you
High.
look up that word liberty? Let's see what liberty is, man. Esau will have you thinking that liberty is something. Hey, give me what's this? I forget these.
Give me liberty.
Give me liberty or give me death. Hey, Esau thinks his liberty is just do as thou wilt, man. Nah, this ain't no do as thou wilt. Let's see what this liberty of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is, man.
Yes, it says liberty, Strong's G1657. It says liberty to do or to omit. It says true liberty is living as we should, not as we please.
See, because we're gonna run things in the kingdom. So ain't nothing gonna be out of whack, ain't nothing gonna be out of order. So that's order. True liberty is being in order, man. You ain't roly-polies can't even be in order because Esau's in rulership, man. Nothing can be in order under Esau, man. Nothing has true liberty on this side.
And even I was thinking about hunting season is in the midst of main season. You know? That's wicked, man.
And why? Because Esau knows that when you trying to get a 5-point buck, what? You got to catch him when he's trailing behind a female, man. And you got to catch him at a rest state and hit him right there in the heart, right there in the breastplate, man. Because anything else, his meat will be game. If you catch him in a running state or you catch him sitting up here, he click clacking. You can easily hit him when he click clacking. He bumping heads with another one to mate. Nah, you want to catch him at a standstill. You want to catch him in his heightened state of trying to mate, man. That's off. Yeah. It's supposed to bring forth more deer.
Yeah, more life.
More life. But nah, you cutting this man down in the prime of his life, man. That's wickedness, man.
I'm back on one more. This is out of the I went to the etymology of the word. Strong's G1658. It says free, exempt, unrestrained, not bound by any obligations. Yeah, that's pretty much, maybe think of those zoos, man. Esau got these different zoos that's set up is really restricting these animals, like certain birds that got like 1,000-mile radius, but he got the motherfucker in the cage. Even this nigga got dolphins. A dolphin supposed to swim at a certain radius, man. Yeah, a certain distance.
Them motherfuckers basically they running into glasses or whatever because they're going crazy, man, because they don't have enough room to actually be out. They're a sociable creature. They move in pods, man. It's like a lion pack, man. Those are sociable animals.
Yeah, because people think, because animals, even though they're brute beasts, they have communication and everything. They have emotions, everything, feelings, family members, cousins and uncles and shit like that. That's what those powers are really on, man. Family members, but when you take that animal away from that, and then they try to force it in the zoo, and ultimately the animal end up killing themselves. They try to put two works together, and for the lack of better words, one of them ended up coming belly up, man. And it happened to a lot of animals, even I don't think that any animal. I think it's the one in the mountain, the little stingrays, like protection motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers die all the time. They just always get another one, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's all, man. That's all.
Because it's a prison system. An animal is not meant to dwell in that way, especially the ones who are used to the ocean, man.
All right, we'll finish off on this. You bring that up.
Yep, this is 1 John chapter 3 and verse 2, and it says, Beloved, now we are the sons of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and it doeth not yet appear that we shall be, but we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him.
Yeah, so right now, we finished, man. Brothers got jacked up lineups. Brothers missing teeth. Some of them yelling. Jay got a limp. Jake, shit, my jaw line. Shit, we finished on this side, man. Shit, but it says what at the very end?
It says, when he shall appear, we shall be like him.
We should be like him. Yahweh Shai is beautiful, man.
And that's new bodies.
Yeah, those new bodies. That's what we desire, man. Because you got
just going up into getting from the unbonded situation, man. Not having being restricted. Because this flesh, that what really restricts you here in this lifetime. It's a lot that I'm gonna have to close up.
Yeah, come. Well, with that, I want to end off by giving all glory, infinite praises unto
Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rekakodash.
Double honor star apostles and the elders at Great Millstone that teach and that rule well. To the next time, shalom.
Shalom.
Tonight.
Tonight.